lately, a lot of people, because of the uncertainty in the market, they're not sure where the economy is going. The media is telling them the truth. The media is lying to them. It's I'm not going to get into all that, who said, she said stuff. But when there's uncertainty in the market, people aren't sure what to do. And so what people tend to do is they don't do anything. Many of them rent instead of, instead of move into a home, a house. Here's the reason why you shouldn't do that. If you think you ever want to have wealth enough to retire comfortably, if you think that you want to have generational wealth for your kids and grandkids, then you need not to rent. You need to own a home. See, here's the thing, is that even if you buy a home and it's one of those times that it's at the peak of the market and the prices pull back a little in the next year or two, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because of these reasons. One is that if you take almost any 10-year time span in the last 100 or so years, and you bought a house at any time during that, within the next 10 years, there's an opportunity for you to sell it and make a profit. Not only make a profit, but if you compare it to the cost of renting, when you rent, it's a cost. When you buy, it's an investment. The cost of renting isn't just your monthly rent. You say, oh, well, I can afford it and I don't, care. But it's the cost of your rent plus the possible appreciation of a home if you owned it. It's the deductible in your taxes from the interest that you paid on it. Okay, so there's many reasons. And if you bought a home, like for example, homes that sold right after World War II, you could buy a brand new 3-bedroom house in the New York metropolitan area, let's say. Not right in the city, but in the communities that people lived in that worked in the city. You could buy one of those homes for around $5,000, $5,000 to $7,000. I have family members that did, and their homes now are worth around $800,000. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not sure that I know an investment I could have put $5,000 in back then. Oh, and by the way, most people didn't put a whole $5,000 down. In those days, they did get a mortgage, but they usually put half down. So you put $2,500 down. What could you have put $2,500 in back then and have $800,000 now? Now, I'm sure that if you peruse the stock market, you could find something that would give you a similar rate of return. The problem is that you don't know what that would have been back then. You only know now because it's already passed. What are you going to put that money in today and have that kind of appreciation? Well, I can tell you that some of those stocks are going to really outperform the house, but many of them are not. And some of them you're going to lose money on. But if you buy a home, you're going to have a safe, secure place to live and have value in the future to do what you want with, whether it's retirement, put the kids through college, leave to your family. But if you want to achieve generational wealth, you don't have to be born into a family that are millionaires or billionaires today, since today $1 million is not as much as it once was. Instead, you could buy a home. Whether you want to buy one or sell one, or you want to talk about it and when to do it and how to do it, you need somebody that's going to advise you and show you the best way to get into that home. There are many, many programs for first-time home buyers. There are things that we can do for people that already own a home. And the best way to do that is to call me. Call me, we'll set you up, and you'll be on your way to that generational wealth that most people want.